friends, it's Kisa, Coach K. Are you all following the story about Ashlee Jenae, the young influencer who traveled abroad over in Africa and was unalived? Somehow, we don't quite know. Reports are surfacing that Ashlee Jenae took her own life. There are others who believe she traveled with her fiance. He proposed to her over there. She celebrated a birthday. And literally the last social media post from Ashlee Jenae were on her birthday of April the 5th. Just a couple of days later, she is no longer here. So the scramble is on to figure out what has happened. I'm not accusing anybody on this video. I'm not trying to point fingers. My prayer is that God exposes all of it and that justice comes speedily. First of all, did this young lady make some missteps? Yes, she's human. And it's disappointing because I see some people who are online saying, good, she got what she wanted. She wanted this soft life. She got it. And it came from something else as well. I'm not going to celebrate the demise of anyone. I don't care what their personal beliefs are. It was well documented that she had very little love for brothers for whatever reason. And I'm sure she had her reasons. But here's the deal. Again, did she deserve to leave here? That's the question I have to ask myself. We're all entitled to our opinions. We're all entitled to grow. We're all entitled to mature. We're all entitled to be wrong at some point, right? And what I cannot understand is I don't know that, that the fiance is or is not guilty or whatever, but what I'm starting to see is, this beautiful, beautiful lady. She's not the only one. She's just the latest I see. But there are cases of these beautiful women influencers, going and dating those who are not of their community, let's just say that, and something happens. And there is no question about it. There is no question about it. No, they're not guilty. Another young lady, she had a date with a gentleman on a first date, invited him to her home. Mistake, but she was absolutely gorgeous. Well, that was the deal for her. He left out of the house, was the last person to see her, and apparently it was blamed on her choices of using maybe drugs and alcohol or using some things that were not wise, right? And if you're the last person that has seen, I don't have any children, but if you're the last person who's seen my baby, we're going to have to push that a little farther other than this is what she was doing and it's her fault. It makes no sense to me. But again, you are abroad. You are enjoying looking at the motherland. You are on a dream vacation. Apparently proposed to. Now, you can read the reports. I don't know if the parents were notified because it was just those two. That's a little different to me because I don't think that they knew that was coming. They had not had a conversation. You all have a terrible fight there. So bad, they have to move her to another villa, which... Is it possible that you planned that or that was part of the plan to get her away from you? And so it would put distance between it. So, someone could easily say, well, yeah, I went to check on her and she just wasn't right. Because my question is, if y'all got into a fight, why are you going to check on her? Why are you going to check on her if y'all got into a fight so bad? So all these things I just kind of think about. And if you are a gentleman that I'm dating or engaged to, I'm looking for that gentleman to provide a degree of protection for me, knowing we're fighting. It was so bad. You're fighting. I'm in a place that I am not familiar with. So I've got to go live in a villa by myself. A gorgeous, beautiful woman by herself, unprotected. All of it just screams crazy. It screams something is just not right. It screams this makes no sense. It screams to me this was something that was too big for her. She's 31 years old. So she doesn't have the best decision-making ability, right? You still have to kind of think through. I didn't at 31. I had to grow. I had to see life. So I'm looking at things a little bit different. That's why I had a daughter, had a niece age 30, 31. Man, I'm going to be talking to them. And I will tell my cousins now, if something comes up, if I get a sense about something, hey, I just want to share this with you, sweetheart. This came to me. If they receive it, great. But Kisa knows that Kisa has said something. I'm looking at some things and I'm watching some things. I remember sharing with a family member. I said, hey, your child is beautiful. You've got a beautiful child. Watch her. You're dealing with some different guys and all that kind of stuff. That's your business. I'm not judging that or anything. But I'm just saying, watch her. We've got some real life predators out here. And the fact that these men are seeking women who are gorgeous and on the come up, and instead of just walking away and leaving them alone, you purpose to do harm to her. Somebody did. I'm not saying that the fiance did. Somebody did. How sad is that? Y'all, our purpose is part of the community to protect the community. If I see something, I'm going to say something. You might be mad at me. You might not ever talk to me again. But at least I know I'm doing my part. Rest in peace, Ashlee and all the other women. And we can't bring, of course we're looking at race in this issue. But listen, several sisters have faced some terrible situations and circumstances at the hands of those who are in their community. Let's go back shortly to the vice mayor from Florida, up and coming star, whose husband was busted red-handed, went to sleep downstairs and slept in the house with her after the crime was committed. Y'all. Sisters, I'm praying for us. I'm putting aside the petty. Somebody's got to be checking for the community. Friends, if you have nieces, friends, if you have nephews, friends, we got to talk to them. This genre, my genre, those of you who are more mature, kind of sage in your wisdom and different things like that, we got to talk to the community. The community needs us. We got to be checking for the community, showing them the signs to look for. I hate to see it. I hate to see any of that. And thank God for his grace, y'all, because I'm not going to sit here and do all this criticism because I was young and foolish at one point. Thank God for his grace. And also thank God for giving me a heart for the community to speak up and to say something. So if I see something, I'm saying it. Whether you like me or not, you can deal with that. I don't care about you getting in your feelings, okay? Kids don't care about that. I'm telling you that right now. So my prayer is that you do the same. Protect the community. Our young men and our young women need us right now.